Trying, okay, keep going.
Um, it ain't like that. The CIA, and then they want to do the same thing that they did JFK. Okay.
All right.
Why? Because they want the United States to fall. They've already been creating a state of chaos and confusion in the United States, and they want the United States to fall. Donald was against their agenda and won the presidency. Okay. He did get help from Russia. He did get help from the Saudis. He also got help from a lot of Republicans in here, which is the electoral college vote. And he got a lot of support from Republican people. Okay. The elections, yeah, they weren't fair, but he wanted the electoral college vote.
Right.
Which is the Republican vote, basically. He got him through, okay? He didn't get the popular vote.
Right,
okay?
Right. I hear you. Keep
So basically, the interior, he made it. He's president-elect by the electoral college. So he made it. The situation is that he still hasn't kicked out the corruption from the system. He's letting them stay due to money, basically, because they all like making money. That's why they're all billionaires, etc. So there's only there's select few of that run the country. Okay. So if you, I know you may or may not. I know you're gonna believe me. You have what's called the Illuminati. Illuminati.
Okay.
Yeah, Illuminati. Okay. They've made it in dance. Basically, what it means, illuminated.
I got you.
Okay.
This is exclusive updates, and so there was an incident at Trump Towers a few years ago, and they caught this guy, and he had quite the story to tell the authorities when they interrogated him. So they wanted to know why he went to the Trump Tower and, let off rounds and caused a disturbance there. Well, it turns out this guy said he worked for Diddy, of all people, and then he went into telling the authorities all types of information and secret details. Some people might say he's crazy, but a lot of the things he said actually ended up being verified years later, because his arrest happened in 2018 when he told them this stuff. And this was quite some time ago. But then as you look at the things he was saying, a lot of things came true. So yeah, he's confirming a lot of secrets about, the Illuminati card game and Obama and all types of stuff. So let's get into it. So basically, he said a lot of the people in the industry, the music industry, are part of the Boule, or, basically the secret groups called the Illuminati and stuff like that. So he's saying Diddy, Ross, Kelly, all them. So if that's true, I guess Diddy must have really messed up with them for them to be putting him through what he's going through. You know what I'm saying? For him to be going through that in the first place, if he's part of the secret group, you would have thought he would have been protected. But it's interesting how he names people like Kelly and DJ Kelly, Rick Ross, and others like that. And then, so what was his connection to the Trump Tower? Why did he go berserk at the Trump Tower? Well, it sounds like he might have been part of some type of mind program. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how he would have gotten involved in this stuff, but he's saying like the Illuminati card game is actually their plan, and they had to reveal their plans by some type of, I guess, requirement for what they're doing spiritually. They need to let people know what's really going on, and that's their way of making sure it's a public testimony about what they're about to do. So people have free will. They need to be aware of their plans for some reason. It's all part of their thing. And so he's saying with Trump, Trump couldn't be bribed or controlled. I guess he's a self-made billionaire who wasn't even a politician. So he's like an outsider when it comes to politics. And this was all in 2018. He's telling them this stuff. So yeah, it's interesting that he was even telling them all this stuff. It's like they were wanting to know about the Trump Tower situation, where why do you go berserk in there, letting off rounds and causing all that destruction at the Trump Tower, and then he goes into all this stuff. So yeah, but he's saying basically Trump couldn't be controlled, and he was putting America first, I guess, and he has plans for America, like to be a strong nation. And I guess he's basically saying the elite do not want that. They're actually, sounds like, anti-American, and there's a lot of infiltrators in the system. So they'd be kind of like the deep state, where you can't really destroy it from the outside, so you got to infiltrate it from the inside. And he's saying basically that, yeah, that's what is full of a lot of the politicians are actually corrupt and against America. And so a lot of the agendas that they pass are designed to take down America from within. And he's saying Trump changed so much of their plans. It's like he putting America first, and I guess his interest is about America, and he can't be controlled or bought off. And so I guess that's what he's saying. They put a campaign out for people to hate him. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that basically the media and everything has been trying to turn the American people against him. And they put out a serious hate campaign against Trump, because it's something where they need to stop him, because he's not going along with their plan. He's doing basically, I guess it'd be like they're saying he's kind of like not affiliated with them like that. It's really not normal for someone to be in his position, I guess they're saying, from the outside, not a non-politician who is just kind of independent, I guess, and not really affiliated with their groups. And that's the problem, is they're saying, is he's actually in there being the president, and they're used to having puppets in there, people that will just keep the original and official goal of these secret groups going. And these secret groups are the Illuminati, I guess. So anyways, this is what he's saying. It was a plan to destroy America from within, and Trump is disrupting all that, I guess, is what they're saying. What this guy was saying. I don't know where he's getting all this information, but it's kind of interesting. I mean, he even went into like Obama. He's saying he's saying Obama is compromised and he had no real birthplace. They're saying like Hawaii, then they're saying like Kenya, and it's like Chicago. It's like where's this dude really from? He's saying basically, he's saying like it's uncertain what's going on with his birth certificate, I guess. He's saying there's all types of truth to this. They're saying he's actually a agent. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that he was actually an agent and installed, and he, his goal was to continue on with the plans, the global plans for America to, I guess, bring it down and from within. So he's saying that Osama bin Laden wasn't even a real person. So this is some crazy. I mean, this dude just like was volunteering all this information during this interrogation. It's a very rare video. You can find it still. I might post it. I'm not sure. Check the description box. I'm not sure if I'm going to even post this, because this guy was going into territory that it's kind of, it's kind of uncomfortable to even be sharing this dude's information, because this dude was like, the things he was talking about can disturb you. You know what I'm saying? It might disturb you. I know it might, it just feels kind of, wow, this is a lot he's saying and a lot going on. So, I mean, we already know this stuff's going on, but it's like something I don't even really like to almost talk about too much, because it's kind of like, man, this is some real stuff. And then when I'm hearing it from this guy, it's just like, it's reminding me how deep this goes and how real it is. Sometimes you forget kind of how real this stuff could be, and this guy will remind you that, yeah, there really is groups out there like this that, it sounds like their interest is not America first. So an update about this guy is that I guess he's still in jail without bail, and this is since 2018. So he's been in jail that long. Like, wow. That's like 6-7 years by now. He's been locked up with no progress in this trial that he's locked up for. I don't even know I guess his ex-wife had verified that he's still alive, supposedly. I mean, she gave an interview, I guess, on Piers Morgan recently, and it sounds like she was, I believe it was Piers Morgan's show, and I think she was saying that she talked to him, but he hasn't had any developments in his case. He's just kind of in being locked up with no bail and no hearings. It's just like they're just trying to make this guy disappear. He told so much information, and now it's out what he said. So he's you know, now people are looking at what he said back then, and they're saying, wow, this stuff actually does look legit now. A lot of his stuff he's saying, I guess people are saying it makes sense, more and more sense the more time goes by, what this guy was saying. Especially I could see what he was saying. I mean, this is 2018, so yeah, that makes sense. I mean, a lot of things he was saying actually does kind of match up with reality, and he's probably not just some mental guy, you know. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't try to say that he's mental, and because I guess you can get kind of lost in that system if they determine that you're not mentally capable, or they put you in a mental house or insane asylum or something. I think they can kind of make you disappear there, and you know, just feed you meds and make it to where, oh, this dude's insane, so they can kind of throw away the key almost, and make sure that you never get out of that, you know. And I saw a movie like that before, where I think it was a lady went to, you know, on her lunch break, she went to check in with a psychiatrist and told her some crazy stuff, and she told the psychiatrist some crazy stuff, and they submitted her to the you know, to check in somewhere. Well, I think they came in the room after she said what she said, I guess was too crazy, where people in white coats came in the room after that, during that appointment, and said, come with me, and they checked her in to a mental facility within that building, and then from there, it was like she had a hard time even getting out. It was like she was just in there, and I need to remember that movie. It was actually a pretty good, decent film. If I could have remembered that film, I'd almost probably watch it again, because yeah, that was kind of interesting. How yeah, they took, you know, she's just at work, went to lunch, went to see her psychiatrist, a shrink, I guess they called him or whatever, where she just wanted to, you know, explain what she's going through, and something triggered them to where she got determined that she was mentally, you know, having a case of insanity, and they took her in and they put that little outfit on her, the insane outfit, I guess. It's like a scrub or something, I don't know, but she was basically trapped in there for, I don't know if it was years or what. And so if anyone knows what movie that was, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, that's about it for today, y'all. This has been Exclusive Updates. Let's get over 100 likes on this video. Make sure you follow me on social media and all that. Also, let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Just subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. This has been Exclusive Updates, signing off.